Reporteggy. Be informed today. Subscribe. And never miss a single thing.
The United States ship Indianapolis was a U.S. Navy heavy cruiser that was in service during World War II. It was in July 1945, while traveling to the Philippines from Guam, that the Indianapolis was torpedoed by a Japanese submarine. The ship sank in just 12 minutes. Of the 1,196 crewmen aboard, 900 survived the horrific ordeal, only to be faced with a more deadlier one in the open sea. The loud explosions, heavy splashing, and smell of blood in the waters attracted sharks near and afar to the scene of the accident. Oceanic whitetip and tiger sharks would soon begin to pluck the men off, one by one, as the remaining survivors saw and heard their friends eaten alive. After surviving 4 days of carnage in the waters, only 316 men would live to tell the tales. Shirley Ann Durden's tragedy has found a spot at number 2 on our deadliest shark attack list, not for the amount of casualties, but because of the gruesome nature of her death. Shirley was 33 years old when she decided to go out snorkeling while at Wiseman's Beach in Peak Bay, South Australia. The young mother of 4 had no idea of the fate that awaited her in the waters. Shirley was attacked and torn apart by a great white shark, estimated to be 20 feet in length, while her family watched in horror from shore. By the time rescuers arrived to collect what was left of her, all that remained was a floating headless torso. And that's not it. Before rescuers could even retrieve her body, the voracious shark returned and devoured that too. According to some experts, great white sharks do not usually eat their human victims after an attack, and that's what makes this attack so unfathomable. The Jersey Shore shark attacks consisted of 5 shark attacks, where 4 victims lost their lives. These attacks occurred during a brutal heat wave and polio epidemic that left thousands of people rushing to the seaside. The attacks happened along various parts of the Jersey Shore, with the first taking place on July 1st at Beach Haven. 28-year-old Charles Van Sant was on vacation when he decided to take a swim before dinner. Unfortunately, that decision would cost him his life. Shortly after entering the waters, he was attacked and bit by a shark on his legs. Van Sant was rescued and pulled to shore, where he would later bleed to death on the manager's desk at the Ingleside Hotel. On July 6th, Charles Bruder would become the second victim of the Jersey Shore shark attacks. Bruder was attacked while swimming 130 yards from shore. He suffered bites to his abdomen and legs. Bruder was rescued, but bled to death before he could even make it back to shore. On July 12th, the next 2 major attacks happened at Matawan Creek. A group of local boys were out playing at the stream when they noticed something that appeared to be an old log or board in the water. Upon closer inspection, they realized it was a shark's dorsal fin. Before all of the boys could get out of the water, 11-year-old Lester Stillwell was pulled underwater. The others were able to run and get help. Watson Fisher, a 24-year-old local businessman, was bitten by the shark in the thigh while attempting to retrieve Stillwell's body. Fisher was rushed to the hospital where he bled to death. Stillwell's body was later recovered on July 14th, 150 feet from the attack. On July 12th, nearly a half-mile away and 30 minutes later, after Stillwell and Fisher's attacks, 14-year-old Joseph Dunn was attacked. Joseph was bitten in the leg by the shark. He was rescued by his brother and friend after a battle of tug-of-war with the shark. Dunn was hospitalized, where he recovered from injuries and was released a few months later. The shark attacks along the Jersey Shore in 1916 signaled a turning point in U.S. history. Sharks were no longer seen as these harmless creatures, just swimming around in the ocean, but as man-eating monsters. These attacks inspired safety nets to be installed in these resort towns, shark research, as well as the novel Jaws, which later became the infamous Jaws movie. With every tragedy, there are always lessons to learn. If you are interested in learning more about sharks, please check out the description below for a list of websites you can start with. We hope you found this video informative and enjoyed the content. Please click the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. Remember to check back with us weekly for new videos. And thank you for watching.